Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today, a vintage pencil review. Perhaps we would say a promotional pencil, but I don't know that these were necessarily meant to promote something as much as they were intended to be used at a place of business. And of course, those of us who collect pencils often see pencils that companies or organizations have made for use in-house. And so this group of pencils was a gift from my pencil pal, Lucie. Thank you so much, Lucie. And I believe her husband was a teacher or worked for the New York Board of Education, and he had these. So they were legitimately property of somebody who worked there. And I'm guessing that the New York City Board of Education had these pencils made. And I can see how within the New York Board of Education there would have been certainly lots and lots and lots of need for pencils. So among all the employees, I'm not sure when these pencils were manufactured, but certainly there was a time when there had to have been absolutely thousands and thousands of people who worked for the New York Board of Education in some capacity or another, and both in and out of the classroom, administrators and other workers. So I can see where it was worth getting pencils made for use within the New York City Board of Education. You'll see these are all number 2 pencils. I think that they were probably made by the same company, although I don't know. You'll notice one is not like the other. This one right here, the spacing is a bit different. There is no period at the end of the BD, board abbreviation. You can see how the letters are a little closer together. And it says CAB period. We're here at C period, A period, B period. Not sure what that abbreviation stands for. If anybody knows, please let me know. And number 2, and this one's got a little, looks like it's got a little dash, a little in between the number NO and 2. So you'll also notice that there is a slight error in the printing where, for whatever reason, the bottom of all of these O's did not print. This one's good. And the other O's that appear in the imprint are all there, except for this one. Just an oddity. I don't know if it was the die that they used or what, but there was some reason for it. Anyways, there's no other marking on this pencil. Don't know if they were made in the USA, although I'm going to assume that they were probably, given the time period. They all have the same ferrule. They all have the same eraser, which is not quite petrified, but it's fairly hard. Let's do a top down here on this so we can see what we've got. There they are. The cores, hard to, you can see there was some paint overage here. A lot of times there's a sanding at the bottom where you don't get this, you just see the wood and the core. Whoever manufactured these didn't do that process. So you've got some paint bleed here on the ends, although the cores look fairly centered. Here's the other end. Erasers on gold tone ferrules, all crimped on. So I'm going to sharpen one, and we will, let me do a hand sharpen here, just in a blade sharpener. Yeah, it's a cedar pencil, which of course would have been quite standard issue in the pencil manufacturing of the era of these pencils. Let's see how we're doing here. I think this pencil sharpener is about done. I think that blade's about worn out. But anyways, let's look at our point. Okay. There it is. Well, Lucie, thanks for sending this to me, and we will get to writing with it. Whoop. Well, feels like a good old-fashioned number 2 to me. In terms of its tone, in terms of its feel, in terms of its slightly scratchiness. pencil that millions of students would have used, no doubt, and teachers too. Again, this is an old eraser. I'm going to be very gentle here. It is hard, but not, like I said, not quite petrified. And I'm just anxious to try it to see if anything will happen. Sometimes they just smudge and sometimes they just break. But I want to see if this will do anything. You know what? Okay. Not a terrific job. A lot of shadowing there, but kind of erased. Let's take a pink pearl to it. Oh, magic rub. Emoji. Well, we're going to cut the attached eraser some slack because it's of its age. But overall erasability, I think, is a solid B on this pencil. Thank you, Lucie, for sharing this with me. These Board of Education New York City pencils. Again, no way for me to, could have been any of a dozen possible manufacturers. These were made in the United States. If anybody happens to know, I'd love to. I'd love to know the manufacturer here, but in lieu of that, it's still a fine old number 2 pencil. So, thank you again, Lucie, for gifting this to me, and thank all of you for spending a few minutes as we checked out this vintage pencil together. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're into what goes on around here. And I'll let you know that we'll have another video coming very soon. Thanks for watching. Be well, everybody.